Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday to all of you. We'd like to greet you a happy National Arts Month. And for today, as the second installment of Young Artist Studios Online Art Festival, we come in solidarity to give you a series of workshops that can hopefully help you to cope in these challenging times. Young Artist Studio is a workshop provider, an art workshop provider since 2009. And since then, we have been trying our best to find out how we can better teach art, how we can share art to others, how we can spread the benefit of creating art to our well being, emotionally, intellectually, mentally, and even physically, and even financially. Art has been helping us to survive. And with that experience, we'd like everybody to experience that as well. For today, we will be joined by teacher Kim Debuncio, teacher Kelvin Daol, and teacher Carol Elmo. They will be sharing to us their favorite art activities. And just like last week, we invite you to join us in creating these works to be demonstrated by our beloved teachers. And hopefully, if you have questions, you can drop in your questions in the comment box, and then maybe our teachers can answer them. So we are very happy to have this opportunity to share with you the benefits of art in our lives, most especially because this month we're launching our theme for the year, which is art and healing. Art and healing is kind of a crucial connection for us, not only in our practices, but in art practices, but also in how we see life, how we manage to live our daily lives, how we envision the future to be, and the many interactions we have amongst ourselves, with our family members, with friends, and the people we meet online, just like you. So, in this journey, there will be a series of group workshops, individual or one on one workshops, and some events that we will be launching this year. Included in those are um, workshops for art therapy in line with art therapy, exhibitions, and forums, and online workshops like this, like what we're doing today. Before we begin, I'd like to thank our teachers who did the workshops last year, Teacher Dodie last week, Teacher Dodie, Teacher Jade, and Teacher Oliver. And for today, Teacher Carol, Teacher Kim, and Teacher Kelvin all. Would also like to thank Teacher Carol for organizing the online platform for Young Artist Studio. And later on in the day, we'll be showing you the video about art and healing that we all have prepared for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's sessions. Feel free to give us your questions and comments. And if you'd like in the future for us to give you specific workshops, please don't hesitate to message us in this page or email us at youngartiststudio@gmail.com. And if you have questions or you'd like to know more about Young Artist Studio, what we do, and who the teachers are, you can check our website, www.youngartiststudio.com. Happy Arts Month, everybody, and enjoy the workshops today.
So, hello everyone. My name is Teacher Kim, and I'm going to be teaching you all about whimsical art. Now, for those of you who are asking, what is whimsical art? The term whimsical means playful, something lively, something vibrant. In whimsical art, I'm sure many of you have, when you were young or your kids, if you have read to your kids, you'll notice that the books that they read, the storybooks, the illustrations, they're all very lively, they're very colorful. That's what whimsical art is all about. Whimsical art is about creating playful illustrations or art and using vibrant or bright colors. Well, not all the time, because there are some, like, for example, a good example is Tim Burton. For those who know Tim Burton's work, he did like Nightmare Before Christmas. He also did Coraline. So his art, the not Coraline, it was a different one. director pala. The director who made Nightmare Before Christmas also did Coraline. But the art style of Tim Burton is very whimsical in a dark gothic sort of way. So today, kids and everyone else, I'm going to be teaching you how to create whimsical art. So let's start off with the basic. So I'm going to start with the basics. So as you can see, I already began with shapes. Now, what can I make out of these shapes? What can I make out of this? So I'm going to, let's have some fun with this. Okay, first off, I think I'm gonna start with the circle. So for the circle, what can I make from this shape? If I add, for example, a shape like this, two triangles, and then I'm going to use a different color for this. What kind of creature am I making from this one? So I'm going to add three shapes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to use another color. So I'm gonna color it here. Don't worry, I'm gonna use a black ink also for this. And then I'm going to use my trusty gel pen white. This one's empty. So you can already guess what I'm illustrating here is I'm illustrating an owl. So I'm just using simple shapes as this to create a whimsical owl. Here in whimsical art, you don't have to really make them as realistic. You can even be playful with the shapes, kind of like almost cartoony. So I'm going to add some shapes here. And then of course, I'm gonna add another white in the middle. For the fun of it. So it's not just that. You can also add lines and patterns on it. For this case, I'm going to add some lines for the owl. And then maybe some more lines like that. How about this one? What can we make out of this shape? So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. I'm going to use this color. And I'm going to create a nice and beautiful, colorful bird. Here, there is no restrictions when you do whimsical art. So as you can see, I'm using various colors when I'm doing this. And for the eyes, just one cute little dot is okay. And of course, when I draw the feet, oops, this happens sometimes, it's okay. So instead of making it the usual exact feet, you can make it very fun and very cute. You can even add a little bit of knob like that. And then of course for the wings, let's add some colors for the wings. I'm gonna add an illustration. So I'm gonna do it shaped like this. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna add some designs. So I'm gonna do a swirl. And then I'm gonna add some more shapes like that. If you want, you can even add some designs like this on top. There's no stopping when you do whimsical art. So how about this one? What can I make out of this one? Of course, I'm not going to do another bird now. So if I add another shape to this, so this time I'm going to add a shape. And then I'm going to add 2 weird shapes. Can you already guess what I'm making? So I'm applying different parts. Of course, with whimsical art, you always start with just the shapes. But from the shapes, you can have fun with it and then create something new. So you can already tell what I've created from this artwork, from this shape. So I just use simple shapes like circles, squares, triangles to create these cute little animals. So as you can see, I have from this shape, I have made a dog. So this is what I like most about whimsical art is that you are just play you can be very playful with doing art like this. See that? So what about this one? What can I make out of this shape? So maybe I can make from this shape, I can create another shape. So you can already guess what I have made from this shape. Doing whimsical art doesn't just apply to animals. You can also use the shapes to create, to draw trees, to draw houses in just different shapes, in different ways. It doesn't have to be straight. A building can be a little topsy-turvy, little a little curvy. So that's what's the fun about this is that you're going to be playing at the same time doing art. So let's see. And I'm going to add, of course, it's beautiful cat's eye. Then I'm going to use my pen to draw the outline of the cat's paw. So you can see you can make different types of animals with just using different shape, with just simple shapes. And from simple shapes, you can add colors, you can add lines, you can add other things on it. But you can also play around with the animals themselves in art, especially whimsical art. There's another form we call surrealism art, wherein you draw things that are not the usual, out of the ordinary. So today I'm going to do that. What if we can make an animal walk, talk, act like a human? So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to create a whimsical art. I once went on vacation with my coworkers, and I saw this fisherman, and I decided I want to try illustrating him. So of course always start with doing a little sketching so that you get a general idea of what you want to create. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the simple shapes. So I'm going to draw first the landscape. I'm going to draw the ocean. Then, of course, I'm going to draw the shape of the mountains. This time I'm going to use just simple shapes like this. Then, of course, we'll start with drawing the shape of the animal. This time I'm using rabbits. I like rabbits. So we're going to make him like a fisherman rabbit. So first, I'm going to start with drawing a little guideline. So I know where to draw. And I'm going to start with drawing the simple shapes. First is the head. I'm going to draw a nice circle from him. And then for the body, I'm going to shape it like oval, but not a straight oval, kind of like that. You can draw like a shape like an oval. You can make it like a bean shape. See it? Then of course, we'll start with drawing the legs. So for the rabbit, since we can draw, I'm still going to add a little bit of realism in that part. So he has a hind leg. One is going here. And the other one is going this way. So rabbits have big feet. So we're going to draw that. So 1 and 2. And then, of course, he's carrying that. When I saw the fisherman, he was carrying this long pole that had a net where he would use it to gather some fish, and then also a giant net. So I'm going to illustrate that. So I'm going to draw his hands and paw. For the paw, I'm going to make the hand bigger, so it's kind of cute, giving it a cute factor. So, and then of course, I'm going to illustrate the shape of the line for the pole. Then, of course, I'm going to draw his snout. So it's kind of like this shape on the bottom. And then, of course, I'm going to draw his ears. So fluffy ear going this way and another going this way. And then, so next, we're going to start cleaning it up. Before I add any more details, I'm going to start cleaning him up. I'm going to add now use my trusty eraser. So let's just clean this one up a bit. You can also, aside from markers, you can also use other mediums to color, like watercolor, colored pencil. For today, I'm just decided to try using markers for this. So I'm going to illustrate already the kind of the. So I have to make sure that I sketch it really nice. Then I'm going to draw the shape of his eyes, kind of like an oval shape. And then I'm going to start drawing the other shapes. Okay, and then I'm also going to draw some of the lines, quick sketch, because I'm going to ink it quickly. And then the shape of the net that he's going to use. And then also the shape of the other net that he has, the butterfly net. I'm going to draw it right here. I'm going to also draw his shirt. He's wearing shorts here. I'm going to draw the shorts. And then, of course, he's wearing sandal. He's at the beach. Then he was wearing a cap when I saw him. So now, of course, I'm going to use a special pen. I think I'm going to use a different pen this time. And then I'm going to start illustrating it using this pen. Of course, what's a bunny without the tail? I almost, good thing I did not forget about the tail. The art style of Zentangles is also another form of whimsical, wherein you can use shapes and lines to create the artwork. I'm going to put a little bit of detail right about in the waistband, and then maybe draw a little stripe here. So now I'm finished with the inking. Clean it up a little bit. And then lightly erase the background because I'm going to, instead of tracing it, I'm going to start coloring inside it. So as you can see, this one, I plan to use very beautiful colors for the background. I think I'm going to use a little bit of pastel. I'm going to use the mint for the background. For the mountains, I think I'm going to use mint. I'll start with that. So as you can see, instead of doing the ink, I'm going to color already the background. I want it a little bit light colored because I want it to look like it's fading far, far away. So I'm being careful about it. Mhm. That's for one mountain. Next mountain I'm gonna do is kinda different color. This color. That's good. I'm gonna put it right here. Like different islands from far away. And the last one, I'm going to use a little bit of pale yellow for this one. Very light. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to apply the ocean. I'm gonna use I'm gonna put it right about here. Hmm. This one was already dried out, so I'm gonna use a different type of glue. Then just a little bit of quick color on the sand. Just a little bit. So I'm going to use this to make a quick color. I'm also going to leave out some shapes. Later, I'm going to add some colors to it. I don't want it to look darker or change colors a bit. So I'm going to leave out, especially the ones that are in different colors. One thing I also love most about whimsical art kind of takes you back to your childhood, especially when you remember your favorite storybooks and then you remember the illustrations that you see in those books. So one way of reliving it is trying to do this kind of artwork. So I'm going to add the last piece. Let's see. So I'm going to use a different type of brown. I don't want him too dark brown. So yes, that would be good. Too dark. So I don't want that too dark. Okay, this one is okay. I'm going to use this to color the rabbit skin tone, skin tone, the fur tone. So very carefully color him very nicely. Mm. So you can see that I'm already going to apply a bit of simple colors now. But these are simple, nice colors that I like. So as you can see, I'm gonna color the rabbit. Nice, fun colors. You can see I like coloring the rabbit in nice, fun colors. And then I'm gonna do his hat. Normally, a white rabbit would have like red eyes, but I'm not gonna do that on his eye. I'm gonna use blue. But I'm gonna do different types of blue. One blue is like this, and then there is a darker shade of blue right about here in the middle. And then I'm gonna put the black on the in the middle. So I'm gonna put black right about here. There you go. And then of course I'm gonna put some little dots. Show a little bit of the whiskers. Well, he's a male one, so it's okay to have give him some whiskers. So of course I'm gonna add some cute things. And then I'm gonna use this color also to add some beautiful shapes and colors here. And then I'm gonna use this red color to draw some shapes of corals. So we have beautiful corals shaped like that. You can shape it like ovals and then you put them together, make a fan out of it, and then you can make little flower like that on the bottom. For the starfish, I think I'm gonna use a little bit of green. You're probably thinking, starfish are not green. Like I said, in whimsical art, there's no rules that says you have to make it green. So as you can see, I'm going to put a beautiful green on it, but I'm also going to add some patterns. So I'm going to use a different type of color. And this is too light, so I'll use different color. So I'm going to use blue and add a little bit of color like that. A dot first. And then you can even use the pen that I was using a while ago and add a little swirl to it like that. Cute swirls. So for his shirt, normally it's supposed to be white, but I think I'll put in for his shirt maybe, well, yellow shirt. So I'm going to use a yellow shirt for it. And I'm going to put in some That's a design for his color for his stripes, shirts. And of course, I'm going to put pink. I don't want it bright, maybe a little lighter pink. Let's So I'm almost done. First off, I'm going to put some designs on the mountains. I'm going to use some pretty lines for it. So for the mountains, I'm going to put some designs. So I'm going to do some swirl lines on it. One is going this way. Then for here, I'm going to use this color, dark. All right. So I'm going to do it this way. Why am I drawing stripes? Because I want to give a beautiful pattern to the mountains, not just making it just a plain solid color. So as you can see, you can put little patterns here or there. You can even put polka dots if you want to. But I think a line is just enough for this one. So I'm gonna use this one. So I'm just doing lines going this way. So line pattern going this way. Then of course I'm gonna draw the pole. I'm gonna use a brownish color for this. So this is so fun and easy to do that you just use shapes to create your animals and then play around with the colors. Then you can put beautiful designs out of it. You can even make them do things like humans do. You can see that there are so many beautiful designs you can make out of this. It's also like one way of telling a story. So here I'm already telling my story of what I saw during my trip. So I was really fascinated with the guy because he caught a lot of fish. And even so you're also telling a story from this. From the little designs that I make. I'm making little stars also. Different shapes, different designs. So I'm not just going to leave it as plain. So I'm going to put some light and shadows on my rabbit. Just a little bit. Just a quick adding of shadows. I don't want the dark to be too dark. Then of course, the finishing touch would be what's inside the nets. I'm going to put in some cute fish. Last ones before so I'm gonna draw some cute fish. Able to catch a lot of cute fish. I don't know what if this was going to be for his dinner or he's planning to sell it, but he did catch a lot of it. And I figured we can put the net with some just beautiful designs of shells. Then maybe he might be also, well, he didn't really collect the shells, but I wanted to add it. Just an added beauty to it. You can also, if you think that the cloud is too white, I'm going to add one last touch, which is very light sky. I'm going to use this color. And I'm going to do a little bit of big clouds like that. So I'm just coloring up only this part. And there you have it. We have a beautiful whimsical art illustration. So this is I don't see the questions.
Okay. Hi, Teacher Kim. So, yeah. So before we say a little goodbye or farewell to Teacher Kim, so I have a question for you regarding sa mga whimsical animals. So what inspires you to try drawing whimsical animals?
Because I think I like to have fun with it because
Mm-mm.
especially with right now with things that are going on, it's kind of feels like you kind of miss being a kid. With you kind of miss the joy of being creative, having an imagination, thinking of things that you don't usually think when you're an adult. And doing whimsical art, it's kind of your way of being telling your story, imagining, playing with it without people saying, "Oh, that's just for kids." Ganun.
Yeah. So
But
also,
it's also you don't have to make things complex in a way. Like the first exercise that I showed, from simple shapes, I can make any animals that I want. And people can already tell, oh, this is an owl, this is a dog, this is a cat.
yeah. So also kasi yung
I can't
topic
hear you,
is
teacher.
mythical animals. I remember, di ba yung kapag yung sa mga younger kids, meron yung book na parang ladybug ba yan o ladybird. Parang isang series siya ng mga books. Tapos ganito yung mga style ng characters niya. Like yung mga rabbits na nakadress, like yung mga families. Di ba yun yung mga style talaga ng mga whimsical.
Oo. Meron din yung the works of Beatrix Potter. Most of her characters in her illustrations are actually animals dressed in human clothing and acting out as humans. So she's also one of great inspiration for me. The works of Beatrix Potter, like Peter Rabbit.
Yeah, Peter Rabbit. Remember Peter Rabbit?
Oo. Si Jose Rizal, yung matching at saka yung pagong.
Yeah.
Di ba?
So,
May pagka-whimsical din siya.
yeah, tama. Oo, kasi yung sa mga stories ni Rizal, lahat puro fables ba? Yan,
Oh, fables. Oo.
Aesop, di ba yung mga nag-start yung mga illustrators to draw his characters on the drawings of the fables. And so, most likely yun yung mga inspirations ng mga whimsical characters na with animals pala.
That's also a reason why I'm a big fan of surrealism art. Kasi with surrealism art, you don't do things what you usually do. You create art in a different perspective.
Ayan. So, yan, Teacher Kim, pwede mo bang ipakita ng mas malapit yung yung artwork mo?
Okay, teka. Siyempre,
Mas pakita natin medyo matagal para mas makita nilang lahat. Ayan yung sign in person na.
siyempre, hindi pwedeng artwork ito pag wala ang signature ko, di ba? So, siyempre, ang artwork ko, bawal walang signature ko. So, as you can see,
Ayan, so yan. Ito muna natin ng matagal para mas makita talaga nila yung ano.
hindi kita maninig.
Ay, ayan. Okay. Ayan.
So this is also a fun way of reliving a memory that you had. So this is from this actual memory that I have na I decided to be playful about it.
Ayan, sige na.
So
yan,
is there any other questions for me?
Yan, siguro final tayo words or mga tips para dun sa mga kids or sa mga viewers natin regarding sa drawing.
When doing art, it's okay naman to be detailed. You want to it more realistic, it's okay. If you think that you cannot draw something properly, you have to remember that art is vast. Art is vast. It doesn't stay on one plane alone. That's why we show these kinds of things, and this one is one of them. That you can create things that people would think that you have to be realistic. Does a bunny have to be super realistic? No, it can be playful. Does a cat have to be why is a cat looking like this? But you know already this is a cat. So
Yeah.
if you were able to tell, people can already tell what you're trying to draw, then you have actually achieved something. And that is also considered an art.
Yeah.
So don't, siguro advice ko lang, huwag kayong mag-hesitate if you're going on a different perspective when you do art. It doesn't always have to stay in one plane. Art continues to grow and it continues to expand. And your art can actually inspire other people to do what they want to create, as it does for me and any other artists and teachers.
Ayan. And thank you very much, Teacher Kim.
You know,
Oo, good yun. Kasi ganun talaga yung mga tips na binibigay ng mga teachers, lalo na kapag ganito yung mga gusto nyo i-try, illustrations, just free to illustrate what you feel like. Diba?
just have fun with it. That's the purpose of whimsical art. Having fun. Let's have fun with doing art.
Yes. Ayan.
Diba?
Ayan. Okay. So,
I lasting words na ako.
yeah.
So for those who have watched this and have enjoyed it, thank you so much for observing. And again, we teach this kind of art also. So if you're ever interested to learn more about this kind of art, you can always enroll with us. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
So, thank you very much, Teacher Kim. Wait lang.
So next na.
Ayan. So, good afternoon muna to everyone who's watching here on our Facebook at Young Artist Studio. So, my name is Teacher Carol. So, I'll be the one who's doing the next demo and workshop. So, for me, the topic will be coloring fishes. So, alam ko medyo familiar kayo kasi simula talaga nung nag-lockdown, madami yung nag-aalaga ng isda. Kahit marami yung nag-aalaga ng isda kasi yun yung gusto nilang ginagawa or nagiging hobby nila while on their lockdown. So, before further pa, sige. Ayan. Okay. So, bago ako ilipat yung camera setup, so yun, before we start, yun nga, pwede kayong mag-prepare ng mga line art ng fishes or a fish lang kasi yung ginawa ko isa lang. Then you can start preparing your colored pencil. So, pwede tayong kumuha ng mga primary colors. So, most likely, the colors I'll be using today is more on the shade of orange and blue. Yan, kasi yun yung napili kong color ng fish. So, yan, let's change ko lang yung aking camera view to my table so everyone could see it. Okay, here. Yan, hope everyone could see my table and my colored pencil right on here. So mamaya siguro, wish me luck not to get difficulties on the technicals. Ayan. So before we start, I'll just fix my chair. So here. So every time na mag-i-start ako ng pagko-color, I'll always check kung ano yung mga shade ng colored pencil na gagamitin ko. So, bago ko siya i-testing dun sa direct na line art, i-testing ko muna siya sa kahit scratch na paper. Yan. So, here. So, meron akong black. So, try ko lang muna yung black na shade. So, this is how it look like kapag from pencil, tapos direct dun sa paper. So, what I'm trying is, I'm creating a swatch. So, I'm creating some swatches. So, I have next is a blue. So, it's a darker shade ng blue. Then, ito. So, parang, anong purple. Ayan. So, alam ko medyo brighter ata. Yan. So, blue. Then, meron pa akong dalawang shade dito ng blue. So, try ko muna sila. Then, another shade ng much lighter na blue. So, in colored pencil naman, pwede tayong mag-add ng highlights by using lighter colors ng colored pencil. So, unlike kasi sa mga paints, di ba we mixed it, or like for example, sa watercolor, if we wanted to make it lighter, we just add water dun sa pigment natin. So, it will turn lighter. So, sa colored pencil naman, we can use a variety of lighter colors since yung colored pencil naman, it offers more colors kapag mga sets, di ba? So, I have here red. Ayan. Red. Then, a darker shade na orange or medyo red-orange na to. Okay. Then, we have here a yellow-orange. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung mga shade ng kulay na napili ko. So, a shades of blue, tapos the shades ng red. So, I choose this. Ito kasing line na to is yung cool colors. So, we have these cool colors. And this one, ito naman yung shade ng mga warm colors. So, this one kasi is a very, this one I'm using is a very light yellow. So, siguro hindi ko siya masyado gagamitin kasi it cause less impact kapag nasa camera and also while watching dun sa FB Watch. Kaya hindi nyo masyadong mapapansin. Pero later on, pwede natin siyang gamitin as layer to the other colors. So this one naman, yellow. Ito yung yellow na gagamitin ko for today. Yan. So more likely, shade siya ng yellow-orange saka nung yellow na light. Yan. Para siyang nasa in-between of these two colors. Yan. Just move it a little bit here. Ayan. Para makita ng lahat. Okay. So, next is, itatry naman natin yung mga blending na pwede nating, or blending ng mga colors. So, for example, I have these, let's switch to blue tsaka red. Ayan. So, kapag mga colored pencil, lagi ako nagtitesting ng colors. So, like for this example, itong scratch paper ko, meron siyang mga testing ng mga colors. So, itatry din muna natin siya bago natin siya i-apply dun sa fishes. Kasi yung fishes naman, kapag kinulayan natin, dahil may line art siya, yung mga lines, we can use them as guide kung paano natin kukulayan or paano yung stroke ng kamay natin to color those. Yan. So, try natin itong blue. So, kapag hawak tayo ng colored pencil, kapag magkukulay tayo, more likely, we recommend na paslant. So, kapag paslant, ayan, mas magaan yung hawak natin dun sa pencil. And at the same time, nagkakaroon tayo ng flat na coloring. So, medyo flat yung finish niya. Ayan. So, unlike kapag hinawakan natin yung colored pencil natin ng upright, we create a darker stroke or much heavier pressure. We apply much more heavier dun sa pencil. Kaya, nagkakaroon ng darker. Yan, di ba? So, pag upright, para tayo kapag nagsusulat ng gamit yung pencil or kapag nagsusulat tayo gamit yung pen. Yan. So, kapag magkukulay, more likely recommended natin yung paslant. So, but if you wanted to add naman yung mga line arts or magdadagdag tayo ng much heavier na pressure or details dun sa mga artwork natin, lagi naman pwede naman nating i-try yung upright na holding ng pencil. Yan. Yan. So also, yung ways natin kung paano magkukulay gamit yung colored pencil, pwede naman tayo dun sa stroke na up and down lang. So up and down, up and down. So continuous lang siya. Or we could try yung scribbling na style. So yung scribbles, yung parang gagawa tayo ng mga circular scribbles over. I like that one. So, pwede nyo i-try yung ganitong style ng coloring kapag pakiramdam nyo medyo napapagod kayo or napapagod yung kamay natin kapag up and down lang yung stroke ng colored pencil. So, yan. So, scribbles, scribbles, scribbles. Yan. So, this time, na-exercise din yung kamay natin para kapag gusto natin yung pag malaki ba yung kinukulayan natin or matagal. Yan. So, yung scribbles, mas less straining siya sa kamay natin kapag nagkukulay. So also, mas mabilis tayo nakakapagkulay kapag malaki yung spaces kapag scribble. So as you can see, ayan, medyo nilalakihan ko yung space ng kinukulayan ko. Yan. Okay, yan. Tukilan sa camera ng mas malapit para mas makita. Okay. So try natin naman yung medyo nag-gradient yung blue tsaka yung red. So yun nga, comparison to the wet mediums or the watercolors, yung colored pencil naman, hindi sila ganun kabilis na mimix ng kulay. Unless, ipag-blend natin sila na naka-overlay yung colors from one color to another color. So, okay. So, for example, meron tayo ditong rectangular na shape. So, dito natin itatry yung gradient ng red to blue. Okay, so, at the top, so magkukulay muna ako ng red. So, at this part, try ko muna na mas madiin or much more pressure was added to this part para mas makita yung pinaka-fine or pigment color ng pencil. So, ayan. So, much darker. Then, when I go over here sa kalahati, so less pressure application tayo dun sa colored pencil para much lighter yung red na mag-a-appear. So, at this part, dito natin titignan yung blend ng red tsaka ng blue. Here. Yan. So, ito naman, yung blue. I'll start here sa lower part. So, again, much madiin yung pagkukulay ko dito para makita yung kulay ng blue. Yan. So, I'm up na on here sa kalahati ng side. So, I'll try na much more, less pressure ulit para makita natin na medyo nagbe-blend yung red saka yung blue. Yan. So, sabi ko nga, unlike dun sa mga paints, mabilis mag-mix yung color. Like yung automatic kapag nag-mix na yung blue or red na watercolor, may kita na natin kagad yung changes ng color. So, kapag pinag-mix na natin yung dalawang kulay, di ba nakaka-create tayo ng purple or ng violet. So, this time, makikita lang natin yung illusion na parang merong purple dito sa pagitan niya. Pero yung totoo, overlay lang to ng dalawang kulay, ng red saka ng blue. So, yan. More on likely primary colors lang din yung ginagamit ko kapag mga colored pencils. Kasi nakaka-create din naman sila nung illusion ng pagbibigay ng other colors, lalo na yung kapag nag-overlay. So, ayan. Most likely, ganito lang din yung attempt na gagawin natin for today. And so, I try din sa mga styles na ganito. Ayan. So, ngayon, dako na tayo dito sa ating line art. So, before, I tried kasi drawing line art ng maraming isda. Kaso lang, baka mahirapan tayo dun sa focus, which one to color first. Then, I did a line art lang ng isang isda, ng betta fish, to be specific. Kasi we have a lot of betta fishes here right now sa home. Yan. So, para mas makita ng lahat. Ayan. So, yan. Nagtatry ako kapag sa mga colored pencil, nagtatry ako ng swatches, how to blend, bago natin siya i-apply dun sa final. So, here. Ayan. So, hope everyone could see here. Yan. I'll put the scratch paper here. Kasi minsan kapag nagtatry ako ng color, kailangan ko ng scratch paper. Put natin sila dito para mas accessible sa akin. Okay, ayan. Okay, so here. So, papakita ko muna sa lahat kung ano yung reference ko dun sa kulay ng betta fish. So, I'm trying to aim to copy this color. And so, everyone could see, ayan. Yung body, highlight natin. Ayan. So, yung body niya is blue. Ayan. Tapos, pagdating dito sa part na to, orange. Then, some blacks at the end. Diba? So, itatry ko siya, yung color, itatry kong gawin din dito sa line art natin. So, ito pong line art natin is I made it using ink. So, ink. So, para hindi na siya mag-smudge or kapag pencil lang yung gamit ko, hindi na siya mag-smudge together with the colored pencil. So, I decided to put ink na rin. Ayan. So, I'll put it here right in front of the camera para makita nila. So, ayan. Yun nga, nabanggit ko kanina, yung mga lines, pwede natin siyang gamitin guide later on kapag paano natin i-apply yung colored pencil. So, mas madali natin ma-apply yung colored pencil later kasi ito yung magiging guide natin kapag gumawa na tayo ng mga strokes. Yan. Okay? So, let's start. Ayan, let's start muna yung coloring ng fishes. So, I'll start with the body. And also a tip for everyone, kapag magkukulay tayo using colored pencil, dahil ako, right-handed ako, I'll try to color muna first which one is farthest from my hands. So, right hand, ano yung farthest na part para sa akin? It will be this part. So, yung direction ko ng pagkukulay will be starting from the head up until here sa tail, di ba? So, more likely parang pag ganito. Kapag nagbabasa tayo, so from left to right. So, yung iba naman kapag left-handed, pwede naman nilang itry na simula dito sa left, papunta naman sa right. So, bakit ganun yung direction ng pagkukulay natin using the colored pencil? So, mas iniiwasan kasi natin yung mag-smudge yung kulay. So, kapag nag-smudge yung kulay, kumakapit siya sa ganito sa kamay natin. Diba? So, either, yung iba gumagamit sila ng extra paper, patungan, diba? So, like this one, ipapatong nila, tapos saka sila magkukulay ng dire-diretso. So, ako naman, mas sanay ako na kahit walang patungan. So, ng kamay, para hindi mag-smudge yung colors natin. So, also, ayan. Also, you can try pala using smooth paper kapag nagko-colored pencil. So ako kasi, mas sanay ako na smooth para mas lumalapat yung kulay ng colored pencil dito sa drawing natin. Yung iba naman, they try to use rough texture ng paper. So yung mga rough, ito yung mga ginagamit natin pang sketching, yung mga pang pencil, pang graphite. Yan. So let's start. Yan, I'll try to use muna a very light blue for this part. So, ito kasi yung magiging highlight ko dito sa top part. So, example natin is dito nang gagaling yung light source. So, coming from my left, upper left corner. So, imaginary natin, ilagay ko na lang ng pencil. So, dito yung, ito yung dinodrawing kong arrow. Dito yung light source natin. So, coming from this side. Yan. Okay. Ayan. So, start tayo. So, I'll try to do the scribbling style muna para mas mabilis tayo makapag-kulay. So, very light blue. Sa top part nito. So, alam ko hindi masyadong pansin yung light blue kapag dito sa camera during the demo. Kasi, I'm trying to make it much more lighter shade ng overlay. Ayan. So, if this part will be the lightest part or yung may highlight, much better na mag-start tayo with the lighter color. Yan, so, alright. So, kung mapapansin nyo din, walang mga scales yung dinrawing kong isda. Kasi later on, we can try to add naman scales using the colored pencil. Ayan. So, yan. Yan. Then, I'll try to do yung second shade ng blue, which is this one. So, ito yung una, ito yung pangalawa. Para mas nakikita na. So, again, scribbles. So, paano ko siya inumpisahan ng application ng colored pencil? same din kung paano ko ilalagay yung pangalawang shade ng color. So, scribble style ng application. So, as you can see, hindi ganon ka-dark yung lumalabas na kulay nung ina-apply ko na yung pangalawang shade ng blue. The reason is, meron na kasi akong first layer ng lighter blue. So, hindi na kumakapal ba yung color or hindi na ganun kadiin na kumakapit yung color netong second shade ng blue dun sa paper natin. So, yun yung style na gusto ko ding ma-attempt para hindi sobrang dark na dark yung color natin. So, here goes dating dito sa body. So, dito ako tumigil ng light blue kanina. Then, itong second shade ng blue, itutuloy ko na siya up until here. Yan. So, much more. Yan. So, yan. Mas mabilis ko na siyang mas mabilis ko siyang nakukulayan kapag ganito, paslant. And mas mabilis nag-i-spread. Ayan. So, yan, mapapansin nyo, medyo iba yung shade ng blue dito sa top, tapos iba din yung shade ng blue dito sa lower part ng body. So, papantayin ko lang. Yan, medyo pantayin natin. Yan. Yan. Okay, yan. Papakita ko sa screen. Okay. So, meron na ako nito. Blue. Okay, then babalik ako dito sa light blue. So, kaya ako bumabalik dito sa light blue is parang na-i-blend ko yung second shade ng blue. Ayan. So, kasi mamaya kapag nalagyan na natin to ng dark blue, yung mga spaces na hindi nakulayan nung pangalawang shade ng blue, ma-accumulate nila yung much darker na shade ng blue. So, kaya nilalagyan ko ng light blue para mag-blend siya and matakpan niya yung mga empty spaces na yun. So also, alam ko merong mga nagtatry ng technique ng pagbe-blend ng colored pencil. So it's either they use a blender na colored pencil o kaya white na colored pencil to blend. Ayan. Okay, babalik ako dito. So dito na ako sa sides, sa lower part, much darker na yung shade. So mas madiin. So dito sa lower part, syempre, mas madilim yung blue. Kasi mas malayo na siya dito sa light source natin. Here. Yan. So, continue lang. Scribble, scribble, scribbles. So, kung mapapansin nyo din, yung mga white and empty spaces natin, nalalagyan na siya ng kulay. Yan. Also here. Yan, sa side na to. Yan. So, I'll try to add na yung darker shade ng blue. Yan. So, hindi ko masyadong dinadarken dito kasi later, let's try to add yung mga scales. Kaya much lighter pa din yung shade. So, here. Darker shade na siya ng blue. So, medyo inclined ko lang yung sketchpad ko para mas nakikita niyo ng mas malapit. So, here. Dito din. So, dito sa lower part ng head, pati malapit sa gills. So, add ko siya ng shade ng darker blue over here. So later on naman, we can try to add black colored pencil. Pero last na siya i-add kasi magiging muddy or smudgy or dudumi yung pag colored pencil natin kapag maraming layer tapos naumpisahan na natin with the black. So kaya I advise sa last part na natin i-add yung black. So to add some shadows. Here. Yan. And so far, meron na tayo nung illusion na light yung part dito, then dito naman darker na, di ba? So, ayan. So nagkakaroon na ng tonal values dito sa, using the blue colored pencil, dito sa body ng fish. Yan. Okay. Add some here lang. O kung napapansin nyo, hindi masyadong nag-effect yung dark blue dito sa top part kasi nalagyan ko na nga siya kanina ng layer ng light blue. So, hindi na ganun ka-dark yung nakukuha ng papel na kulay. Ayan. Here lang, emphasis ko lang na merong cut dito sa head. So, much more darker shade ng blue. Ayan. So, you can see, ayan. So, ito yung sa body natin. So, let's try to do na this part. Ayan, balikan natin yung reference ko, which is, they still have this blue shade dito sa part na to ng fish. So, mag-a-add pa din tayo ng blue, but we can start na dun dito sa second shade ng blue and the darker shade. So, blue tapos orange, and we can add some yellows over here. Tapos black at the end. So, hindi ko na masyado dadagdagan yung black sa end since I do have this outline na or line art of the fish. Okay. Yan. So, yun yan, nabanggit ko kanina. We can use the line art as guide dun sa strokes natin kapag nagkukulay na. So, here, you'll see the lines na downwards or slanting. So, I'll try to color it the same direction. Yan. So, starting to do the blue. So, bago ko idagdag yung darker shade ng blue, mag-a-add na ako nung orange. So, orange and yellow. Ayan. So, here, dito ako mag-start sa lower part, yellow-orange. Ayan. So, medyo pinapaabot ko yung color niya dun sa blue. So, nagkakaroon siya ng illusion na nag-gradient or nag-change yung color from blue to orange. Yes. Then, go back to this one. I'll go this one with the red-orange color. So, here, start ulit ako sa lower part. Going upward. Yan. Here, ayan. Diba? Medyo nagkakaroon siya nung illusion na parang may rainbow yung style ng color niya. Yeah. So, I'll start muna with red on this. So, konting red. So, ayan. Yan. So, mas na-achieve ko yung orange na red-orange yung style niya, di ba? So, this time, mag-add na ako ng darker na blue here sa tip lang. So, yung darker na blue, gagamitin ko lang siya parang shadow dun sa mga folds or sa strokes. Yan. Okay, so we started it here sa smaller part. Ayan. So, dito, try din natin siya. So, again. So dahil mas malaki yung part na to, mas marami yung orange na kailangan natin. So ifo-follow ko lang yung stroke. Yan. Dito ako mag-start. So sa red, orange, saka yung red. So dahil mas malaki nga yung part dito ng orange, let's add more colors of it. Then later on, yung mga light oranges or yellow, let's use it as highlight ng mga parts or yung mga empty spaces na hindi natin makukulayan using yung colored pencils. So ayan, sabi ko nga kanina, follow natin yung lines kung paano natin din kukulayan itong part. So here, okay. So here, ayan. So tuloy-tuloy lang. So dahil downward yung mga lines ko dito, follow natin siya. So yun din yung importante or tip para dun sa mga nagko-colored pencil. Diba? For example, yung iba alam ko nahihirapan kapag nagkukulay sila ng hair ng tao sa portraiture using yung colored pencil. So the very technique or yung pinaka-recommended na tip is to follow yung strokes ng hair. So kung saan ba yung fold, saan mauhulog, saan napupunta yung hibla. So same here, ganun, katulad din dito. Pina-follow ko lang din yung lines para dun sa fish. So ayan, nakikita niyo na. So yung stroke ko, kapag ina-apply ko yung red-orange na kulay, dinidiinan ko dito sa first, then just let it go lang when it goes downward. So parang much darker yung kulay dito, then it fades up until this part. Yan. Oops. Ayan, here. Ayan, di ba? So, meron siyang gradual change or ng kulay. Simula dun sa uncolored part, tapos pagdating dito sa middle part and dito. Ayan. So, add pa ako dito. So, very light na lang ng add ng orange at this part. Kasi gagawin nating reddish yung near this part na. Okay. Okay, here. Yeah. Then, I'll try to add yung red. So, sabi nga natin kanina, kapag nagli-layers tayo ng kulay, much more, kapag yun na tayo sa darker shade, hindi na siya ganun kumukulay dito sa mga parts na nalagyan na natin ng first layer ng other color. So, yan. Start lang ako sa tip or dun sa babang part. So, I'll just add red. So, darker muna. The one that is near that end. Yan. Then, lighter shade. Kapag napunta tayo dun sa middle part. Here. Ayan. So, ito, tuloy-tuloy lang. Okay. So, also yung mga viewers natin or mga nanonood, baka may questions kayo regarding dun sa application ng colored pencil. So, this one kasi medyo simple lang yung tinuturo kong techniques na very applicable naman. Yeah. So, adding some reds. Ayan. So, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi sobrang pula ulit yung shade na na-apply sa kanya. So, more likely, nandun siya sa shade ng red-orange. Ayan. So, I'll try to add more ng red-orange. So, kapag nagle-layers lang tayo paulit-ulit ng mga colors, at the same time, we are helping yung colors na mag-blend sila. Kasi merong mga colored pencils na oil-based. Kapag oil-based yung mga colored pencil, mas madali silang nagbe-blend. So, unlike dun sa mga parang water-based na colored pencil, not totally water-based na watercolored pencil, but yung nung ginawa yung color or yung nasa gitna nila, water yung most likely ginagamit para mabuo sila. So, yung mga oil-based, mas nagbi-mix yung color nila. So, this time pala, I'm using a Faber-Castell na colored pencil. Ayan. So, much more firm yung tip nila and yung core nila. So, yung mga oil-based na colored pencil, hindi naman lesser firm, pero yun nga, lesser firm yung dulo nila kasi oil-based sila. That is most recommended naman para dun sa mga gusto nang nagbe-blend palagi yung colors nila. So, mas madali yung blend. Ayan. Yan. So, I'll try to add yung yellow-orange. So, hindi siya masyadong napapansin ata. So, lalagay ko muna. Then, I'll try to put it near the camera para mas nakikita yung changes ng colors. Okay, here. Ayan. So, everyone can see. And over here. So, yan. Merong yellow-orange at here, di ba? Then, red here. Then, dito, let's try to add some blue kasi parang may changes from blue color to orange. Minsan tayo ng camera view. Mas malapit lang siya. Over there. So add some blue over here. Yan. So yung blue na rin, parang nagsisilbi na rin siya ng mga shadows. Na shadows over here sa lower part ng body ng fish. Okay, here. Ayan. So, ayan. So, meron ng dark or blue over at this part. So, at some part, pwede tayong maglagay ng mga random na strokes ng blue over here. So, kasi yung mga lines na to, hindi lang naman sila lines dun sa part ng fish. So, parang mga folds din sila. So, here. Gagalaw ko pala. So, here. Yan. So, random lang na lines. Okay. Ayan. So, nagawa ko na yung largest part dito. So, we can try it again naman pag dito na tayo sa side na to and pati dun sa tail. Diba? Okay. Ayan, sige. Tuloy natin dito sa part na to sa top. So, kasi we still have a lot of time. Kasi mabilis lang talaga yung style na tinuturo natin. So, balik tayo dito. Again, dito sa dalawang shade na to. But this time kasi, itong part na to is nasa upper part. So, let's try to add the yellow-orange muna. So, very light yellow-orange lang at the top. Kasi, sabi nga natin, yung light source natin was coming from this side. Yan. Then, follow with this red-orange. Ayan. So, yan. So, we did this, another layer. So, as you can see, pina-follow ko lang din ulit yung line art natin. So, same lang din yung strokes na ginagawa ko kapag ina-apply ko yung colors. Okay. Then, next is yung red. Here. Yeah. So, red dito sa side na to. Kasi near siya dun sa tip. Then, dito din, sa part na to. So, I'll just add some red. Ayan. Ayan. So, hindi na masyadong nagko-color yung red dito kasi meron na nga tayo layer nung yellow, orange, saka orange na color. Ayan. So, I'll go back to this color. Ayan. Then, like tayo dun sa blue. So, yan nga. Mapapansin nyo, kung paano ko to kinulayan, same lang din with this one. So, again, so dito tayo maglalagay ng blue. So, the one that, part na much closer dun sa body kasi dun nag-start yung changes ng blue to orange. Ayan. Then, also here, pwede ako maglagay ng mga random na blue strokes. So, nakaka-add siya shadow. Ayan. So, yung shadow dito, hindi siya solid na blue na color. More likely, nagbe-blend yung blue dun sa orange, kaya nagkakaroon ng illusion na parang purple. Yeah, purplish yung color niya. Okay, so I'll put it here near the camera so everyone could see. Ayan. Ayan. Tigan muna natin. I'll display it for a little bit, siguro mga 1 minute. Ayan. Para makita ng lahat yung gradual change ng colors natin. So again, yung mga colors na ginagamit ko lang is yung mga primary colors or yung mga basic colors lang na nakukuha natin dito sa colored pencil. Actually, I have those 48 colors kaso hindi din naman lahat magagamit. So yeah, I'll always stick with the primary colors muna for the application. So I have orange, then red, then blue. Yan. So seldom yung yellow kasi hindi masyadong napapansin yung yellow kapag dito sa camera. But you can try using yellow at home, those who are watching. Yan. Okay, yan? Yan. So let's move here sa tail. So sa tail, let's try to add more blue at this part. So I'll try to use this one, the darker blue over here. Sa tip. So bakit blue yung inumpisahan kong color dito? Is kasi ito na yung direct na naka-attach dun sa body. So para mas maganda yung gradual change na mas makikita natin na from blue body going to the orange. Parang turning orange dun sa tape. Yan. So yan, makikita ng lahat. Yan. So also yung tip din dun sa mga nagkukulay gamit yung colored pencil. Kapag nahihirapan kayo na magkulay na hindi gumagalaw yung papel or medyo napapagod kayo, pwede nyo naman i-flip. Diba? Or ikot nyo lang, rotate nyo lang kapag nangangalay kayo dun sa stroke ng kamay. Pero meron naman yung iba, sanay sila na kahit nakababa yung kamay, nandito pa din sa baba. Diba? Yeah. So also ako, pinapractice ko din siya na gawin. Ayan. Ayan. So, I'm trying to do it na coloring this style kasi para hindi nag-smudge yung kulay or hindi kumakalat dun sa white spaces na meron pa tayo. So, pababa. Yan. So, good. So, balik tayo dito. So, shade na ulit na ito sa red, orange, saka sa red. Here. So, medyo i-slant ko lang para mas nakikita niyo yung side ng tail. Kasi pag nandito na pupunta ako sa dulo, ayan. Ayan, dito tayo sa side. So, very light. So, habang nandito ako sa side ng blue, much more lighter yung hawak ko dun sa colored pencil. Habang nagbe-blend siya dun sa color na blue. So, para nakukuha natin yung illusion na nag-change or nagbe-blend yung colors. Alright, so as we see, yeah. So if you're trying it at home, siguro mas na-appreciate niyo yung style or yung pagbe-blend ng colors. And so I'll go here sa lower part. Ayan. So here, ayan. So again, if you have questions, ayan, kindly comment. Yan. Para ma-answer natin, lalo na yung mga gusto talagang i-try yung pagkukulay using color pencils. So now, I'll go back here sa color ng red para ulit dito sa tip. Then upward, papunta na. So red. Yeah. So much more, nagiging red-orange siya dito sa blend. Here. Yan. Okay, yan. So, yan. Parang merong changes, parang rainbow yung style. Or very natural lang yung gradient ng blue going to orange, then turning into red. So, I'll go back dito sa orange. Lalagyan ko ulit siya ng panibagong layer na. So, para mas nakikita natin yung blending ng colors. Again. Ayan. Kasi kahit hindi natin nakikita, meron pa din yung mga spaces, yung mga white spaces na hindi natin nakulayan. So, ginagamit ko tong orange parang as medium na tone to blend those colors, yung blue and yung red, tapos yung orange natin na base kanina. Yan. So, yan. I'll put it here sa camera. Then again, add lang ako ng mga blue dito sa part na to, parang added shadows. So, random strokes. Not totally random, pero yun, follow natin yung mga line arts. So, parang ito na nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, parang mga folds dun sa tail. So, other than yung line art na nakakadagdag siya dun sa illusion na may mga folds yung tail, so we can also add yung dark blue. Parang mga shadows. So, also here, magdagdag pa ako. Ayan. So, I'm almost done na lang. So, what I'm remaining na lang is yung sa body. Yan. So, drawing ko muna dito. Paano natin i-add yung mga scales? So, pwede kayong mag-drawing ng ganitong mga lines. So, lalakihan ko yung drawing ko Kasi malilit lang yung scales So, like this. So, parang mga half circles. Yan. Then, ayan. Yan. So, ganito yung mga lines na makikita natin. So, yan. So, yun nga, sabi Teacher Kelvs, nag-alarm na yung timer ko. So, pasok na pasok lang din ako dun sa time na allotted namin. Pero yun na nga lang, ito is yung mga additional details na lang. So, yan, scales. So, kung gusto natin maglagay, ganito yung shape. Then, yung tip ko na lang din para magkaroon siya ng shadows is from here. Di ba, for example, nakapatong yung scale to another, from another scale. Yan, add lang tayo ng shadows over here. Ayan. So, nagkakaroon siya ng illusion na nakapatong. So, here then, tapos pati dito. So, you can try it over here. Dahil blue na to, yung body niya, I'll try to use black dun lang sa mga line art ng scale. So, for example, lalagay ako dito. So, yan, medyo maliit lang Put it closer to the camera para makita ng lahat. Here. Ayan. So, okay lang na black yung gamitin ko this time kasi black naman yung ginamit ko sa line art. Oh. So, yan, pwede pa tayong mag-add. So, yan. So, add lang kayo randomly where you would like to put it. Dito sa body. Kasi dito yung mas marami yung scales. Yan. So, also here. Yan. Okay. So, siguro dito pa. And then here. So, pwede ko din gamitin yung black para mag-add ng konting shadow katulad nga nung sinabi ko. So, parang naka-overlap sila. So, very light lang. Over here. Tapos dito din, pwede kayong maglagay sa lower part. So, pwede nyo din siyang i-blend using yung dark na blue. So, para hindi sobrang black yung shadow na ginamit natin. Yan. So, pwede nyo na siyang ituloy-tuloy gamit dun sa, pati yung sa ibang nilagyan yung part ng scales. Or kung gusto nyo naman punuin, if you have a lot of time na punuin pa to ng scales, pwede naman. Yan. Pero alam nyo na yung technique. Paano natin siya i-add. Ayan. So, yun nga, mas better kapag mas marami yung scales. Kaya, hinuli ko na lang din siya para you can add it as details na lang din. So, more likely, nag-focus tayo dun sa application and yung pag-blend color pencil. Okay, ayan. Ayan. So, yun nga, yung next naman natin na demo for today is with Teacher Kelvin. So, he'll be the one doing the mandala in digital. So, alam ko last year, nag-demo din si Teacher Kelvin na digital din siya. So, this time, iba naman yung subject niya. Yan, so, maybe a few more minutes here. Yan. Add pa ako. So, also, yun nga, pwede akong mag-add ng black tip. So, ayan, naka-on na si Teacher Kelvs. Hello, Teacher Kelvs. May question ba para sa akin dyan?
Hello.
Yan.
Hi, Teacher Carol. It's so beautiful.
Thank
And
you. Sana yung mga nanood din sa atin, nakagawa sila ng
yes,
magandang output.
yes. Ayan, napaka-basic and blending, napakaganda, napakaayos, napaka-precise, no? It's so nice. It's so nice. Okay. Ang question ko ay, eto meron lang akong nabuo kasi it is, Teacher Carol, is it important to use color pencils that is very sharp while coloring? Yes or no, and why?
Ay, parang pang beauty pageant itong tanong natin
Oo, pang beauty budget yan. Siyempre, contestant number 2 ko eh.
Ayan. So, sa akin, siguro yung tip na mabibigay ko, mas okay na laging naka-sharpened yung colored pencil natin. Lalo na kapag nag start tayong magkulay. So, kapag sharpened siya kasi, nag-change kasi yung tip ng pencil natin. Ayan, teka, hindi yata masyadong kita. Ayan. Nyari ito, sharpened siya, di ba?
Yes.
So, kapag nagkukulay tayo, lalo na pag slanting, ayan, kukulay ko lang siya.
Slanting lang. Slanting color.
Para pa-slant lang. Then, nagkakaroon din siya ng panibagong shape dun sa dulo ng tip.
Kasi napupudpud.
Oo, kasi napupudpud siya. Kaya, mas prefer ko lagi yung nakatasa. Kasi kapag ganito, like for example, nasimulan ko na to or yung pencil ko hindi ko natasahan, tapos ganito yung shape ng dulo niya. Etong sharp na tip, nagke-create siya ng very straight line dun sa kulay, di ba? So, nakaka-create siya ng very dark na stroke. Samantalang yung gagawin naman natin is very flat lang. Diba?
Yes.
Pagpa-flat lang ang kulay. So,
yung pala
yung tip na binibigay natin. Yan.
Yung pala yun. Thank you so much, Teacher Carol.
Ayan.
Napakagandang mga tips yan. For kids, lalong-lalo na sa kids na nag-i-start and they are focusing on color pencil drawing, no? It's so nice. Okay.
Ayan. So, yan.
Ayan.
Ito lang here. So, babalik ako dun sa camera view ko. Teka.
Ayan.
So, yun sa
Yan,
iba, pwede
ganda
niyo
po.
ituloy itong side na to, ha? Ayan.
Ayan. Thank you po, Teacher Carl. That's so nice. So beautiful.
Back lang ako dito sa camera view ko para
Okay.
para siguro mga parting words for everyone. Yan. So, yan. Few minutes lang. Flash ko lang siya dito.
Ayan. May other tips ka pa ba?
Other tips?
Yes.
Huwag yun ang pigilan yung sarili nyo na mag-color. So, experimenting lang dito. Then also, meron pa akong isang very useful tip kapag nagko-colored pencil. Since yung gamit natin naman is colored pencil.
Yes, classic.
Pencil. We can still use yung eraser.
Pambura,
no? Kapag merong mga lumagpas na kulay, pwede pa nating burahin yon. Pwede lang natin siya mabura kapag very light yung application natin ng colored pencil. Yan. So, for example, gusto ko much lighter yung shade dito, pwede ko pang burahin, bawasan ng konti yung nasa ibabaw na colored pencil.
Okay, to create some highlights, no?
To create some highlights. O kaya, kung gusto kong much lighter yung shade. Ayan.
Yes.
Yan, for example, ito, buburahin ko tong side na to.
Kasi erasable yung color pencil.
Ayan. So, ayan, nagkaroon siya ng highlight.
Ayan, nagkaroon siya ng ng parang 3D. That part. Ayan, another tip, guys, ha?
Another tip, guys.
Ayan.
Ayan, balik lang ako dito.
Ayan. Napaganda.
Ayan, yan.
Ayan.
So, yan.
Ayan, naganda.
So, for everyone, thank you very much dun sa mga, lalo na yung mga nanood last week, pati yung today, sa mga viewers natin for the art demo natin. So, yun na, kung may mga remaining questions kayo, pwede nyo naman i-comment down habang naka-live pa din tayo kasi meron pa tayong demo si Teacher Kelvin.
Okay.
Yeah, so yun, feel free to share and like our page at the Young Artist Studio. So you can also follow our other social media accounts such as YouTube, saka yung Instagram.
Yes,
So,
meron po
sa
kami.
YouTube, meron kaming mga videos ng mga art tutorials before yan. Pwede nyo silang magamit. So, nandun lang lagi sila sa YouTube channel na.
Sa YouTube channel na.
So,
Okay.
yung next natin, si Teacher Kelvin.
Ayan, thank you so much.
Mandala. Yan.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello everyone. Hello to all 12 million viewers natin.
Ang dami naman.
Napakadami. 12 million viewers. Okay. Hello to all my students na nanonood today, no? So, ayan sa mga binabati ko rin lahat ng mga especially kay our director, Miss Abby. Thank you so much po. And to all teachers for making this possible na makapag free online art workshop tayo for today's art month. Okay? So hindi niyo ako makikilala masyado kasi ayan, kakapagupit ko lang eh. Ayan. Okay? So, yun. So before we start, okay, ang topic ko for today is all about mandala drawing. Okay, but I'm gonna use or I'm gonna draw it in digital. Okay, digital. So ang gagamitin ko for this activity is the application na gagamitin ko is a sketchbook. Okay, Autodesk sketchbook. Okay, pero kung wala naman kayong Autodesk sketchbook, you can use the IBIS Paint o kaya Procreate o kaya yung unlimited paint or unlimited painter na application, pwede yun. Okay? Basta digital. Okay? Basta digital. So before we start, before I start, no? Okay. Ano ba, let's define first what is the mandala. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng mandala. Okay? So meron ako dito eh. Kasi hindi ko siya kabisado. Yan. In the ancient Sanskrit language of Hinduism and Buddhism, mandala means circle. Ayan. Bilog. Traditionally, mandala is a geometric design or pattern that represents the cosmos or deities of various heavenly worlds. Yan. Ang lalim. Okay. It is all about finding peace. Ayan. In symmetry of the design and of the universe. Okay? Ayon yan kay Saudamini Madra. Isa yan sa mga Buddhist na gumagawa ng mandala 14th century ago. Yan, tagal na. At ngayon, until ang mandala ay naging naging modern na siya, no? It is it goes famous na all over the world, no? Ginagamit na siya. Okay? Hanggang dito sa Pilipinas ay umabot siya. No? Okay. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng mandala. So, ngayon, I think we can start. Okay? Symmetry. Ayan, symmetry. So, bago ako mag-start, a couple of days before ng aking tutorial today, ayan, nakapag-draw na ako. Ayan. This is my own design, guys, ha? Nag-draw ko na siya. Okay, so ito lang ang magiging reference ko for the activity today. Okay. So like what I have explained to you a while ago, mandala is a circle shape. No? Circle shape. Okay. Napakadaling gawin ng mandala. Okay, napakadaling gawin ng mandala nito. Pero kailangan mo ng knowledge sa iba't ibang line patterns. No? Kailangan mo ng knowledge doon. Okay. So ngayon, let's dive in. Okay? Share screen ko sa inyo ang aking Autodesk. Ayan. Kita nyo ba? Hello, what's up? Ayan. Ayan natin. Ayan. Kita nyo po ba? Ayan. Autodesk is sketchbook. Okay? So, ayan po ang ginagamit ko. I'm using tablet. Ayan, tablet. And since hindi naman ako naka-iPad, meron akong portable na pen for this digital. Ayan, nalaglag pa siya. Digital. Ayan, na siya. Okay? And kung hindi niyo itatanong, ayan, meron akong gloves. Ayan, this is for digital, no? Yung gloves na to. Ayan, ginagamit. At may ano siya. Ayan. Para din maging smooth yung paggawa nyo ng lines dito sa digital. So ngayon, meron akong I have 4 tools na gagamitin natin. 4 or maybe 5. Okay? So, itong white space na nakikita nyo dito, ang tawag natin dyan ay canvas. No? Para lang tayo magpe-painting, no? Okay. So, in the right side, kung napapansin nyo, ang tawag dito sa right side na to ay ito yung layers. Okay? Layers. Ito yung section ng mga layers. Okay? Next naman, ito naman sa left side, ito naman yung mga drawing tools. coloring tools, tsaka yung patterns. Nandito siya. Okay? So, hindi natin gagamitin lahat ng mga tools na yan. Isa lang gagamitin natin. Okay? Magiging specific si teacher for this activity para mabilis kayong makagawa or mabilis kayong makasunod, no? Ayan, medyo landscape natin. Tapos, ang tawag naman doon sa taas, ayan, mga special tools yung mga yon. Ito, yung mga yan, special tools yung mga yan. Okay. So, meron lang specific na tools ang gagamitin natin. Dito, here in Autodesk, it's easy to draw mandala drawing. To draw mandala. Kasi meron ditong symmetry tool. Saan ba yon? Teacher, ito po siya. Ayan. Okay, nakikita niyo po ba? Ayan siya. Meron siyang tatlong kategory. Okay? Yung isa at natawag, ito yung first one is symmetry Y. Okay, explain ko lang sa inyo kung paano ito ginagamit para hindi kayo malito. Kasi nakakalito to pag nag-drawing na kayo. Kasi symmetry Y, once you draw here in the left side, it will automatically draw in the right side. That's why it's called symmetry. Okay? Let's try. You see? Di ba? Okay? Yon. Okay, next. Yan ay symmetry Y, ha? So, clear natin. Okay. Next is symmetry X. Ayan. Kung symmetry Y ay left and right, ang symmetry X naman is up and down. Okay? Okay? So, yan. Yan ang symmetry X. Up and down. Sa taas naman siya at sa baba. Okay. So, ngayon naman, teacher, magagamit ba natin yan sa ating mandala? Okay. Hindi po. Ang magagamit natin yung third na category. Yung third na uri niya. Which is the, clear muna natin. Which is the radial symmetry. Ayan. Napakadali mag-drawing ng mandala using this radial symmetry. Ayan. Okay? So ngayon, kung napapansin nyo, meron siyang sections. Ang nakalagay dyan is 6. Okay? Ngayon, gagawin natin siyang 8. Pwede siyang gawing hanggang 15 or 16. Ayan, dami. 16. Pero ang tuturo ko sa inyo ay para maging madali lang kasi medyo complicated kapag masyadong madami yung hati niya, yung section niya. So let's make it just 10 lang. 10, 8 na lang 8. Ayan. Kasi magkukulay pa tayo later on. Okay? Okay. So, 8 section lang siya. Okay. Since meron na akong ginawang pattern. Ayan. May ginawa na akong pattern. Ito na yung susundin ko. Okay? So, once you open yung symmetry, actually, pwede mo siyang galawin, no? Pero, as much as possible, kapag nag-start na kayo ng symmetry or once you open the symmetry tool, huwag nyo na siyang galawin. Bakit? Kasi once na magalaw yan, the rest ay hindi na magiging symmetrical. Okay? Hindi na magiging pantay, hindi na magiging proportion. Pupunta na sa iba't ibang lines yung ginagawa mo. So, I suggest, wag mo na siyang galawin. Ayun, wag mo na siyang ikot-ikot. Okay? Kasi pwede mo siyang i-rotate eh. Okay. Now, aside from symmetry, gagamit din tayo ng filling bucket. Filling bucket, no? So, para saan po 'yan? Para po pangkulay. Okay? Pangkulay po 'yan. So, meron siyang tatlong kategory pero ang gagamitin lang natin ay yung solid fill para mas mabilis nating makulayan lahat ng mga closed figure dito sa gagawin nating mandala. Okay? So ngayon, next natin na tool na gagamitin din ay ito. Predictive stroke ang tawag dyan. Predictive stroke. Para saan po yan? Okay? Example. I will draw line. Ayan. Without predictive stroke, ha? Tapos nanginginig yung kamay nyo. Okay? Merong gantong nginig yung kamay nyo, no? Kapag magdodraw kayo ng lines, mas maganda na gamitin nyo yung predictive stroke. Bakit? Kasi ang predictive stroke ay it will automatically correct your lines. Even doing some circle shapes or oval. Example, ito ha, with predictive stroke na siya. Di ba? Mas maayos siya. Wala siyang inig. Di ba? Wala siyang inig. Napansin niyo ba? Inaayos niya yung lines. Tapos circle, gawin natin yung circle. Oval, ay oval pala or circle, pwede. Di ba? It automatically corrects your lines and shapes. Hindi nakakagawa to ng square or rectangle or triangle. Circle and oval lang ang kaya niyang gawin. Okay? So ngayon, importante na gamitin natin yung predictive stroke. Ngayon, ang kagandahan dito sa Autodesk Sketchbook, you can use predictive stroke while using the symmetry. Okay? Ibig sabihin, maayos mo or it automatically corrects your lines, no? Habang gumagawa ka. Okay. Isa din sa gagamitin natin na pang-drawing or drawing tool ay ito. Inking pen. No, napakaganda nito. Pinaka-basic na ginagamit ko, tinuturo ko sa mga kids ay i-master muna nila paggamit ng inking pen. Okay? So, dito yan ha sa Autodesk ha. Pero sa ibang digital application, kung saan kayo nasanay ng mga na tools o drawing tools, pwede na 'yon. Okay na 'yon. Okay lang 'yon. Okay? No problem on it. Okay, ngayon kung gumagamit kayo ng Autodesk Sketchbook tulad nito ngayon, okay, meron siyang ganitong scroll down and scroll up dito sa left side. Okay? Ang tawag dito ay yung opacity niya. Para saan po yung opacity, teacher? Yun po ay para mapalabo or mapalinaw yung lines mo. Okay? Meron din yan dito sa layers. Okay, pwede mo siyang palabuin like that, adjusting the opacity here in the layer, pwede rin siya. Pero I suggest, wag mo na siyang baguhin. Depende lang yan kung nasa advance na kayo ng ginagawa nyong drawing or mga anime, ganon. Okay? Kasi kailangan yun. Okay? So next, ito naman yung yung scroll na to na nasa taas. Okay? Ito naman ang tawag nating size, no? Doon mo ma-adjust yung size ng inking pen. Okay? Doon mo siya pwedeng paliitin or palakihin yung size niya. Pero pwede rin dito as a shortcut, just click the inking pen and then makita niyo yung size. Ayan. Use your pen para mapaliit, mapalaki. Ayan. Okay? So, yun ang mga gagamitin natin ng mga tools. Okay? I hope you are ready. So, shout out po sa 10 million viewers natin. Ayan, shout out po sa inyo. At enjoy watching until the end. And then we have a video presentation after my class. Okay? So, let's start. No? Okay? Click. Make sure na gumagamit kayo ng inking pen. Double check lang natin. I'm using inking pen. I am in the first layer. First layer ito. Okay? Next, I'm using or you are clicking the predictive stroke. Okay? So double check lang natin. Next, let's open the symmetry. Okay? Ayan, open ko na. Pwede siya, gawin natin 10. Pero it's up to you kung gusto nyo 10 or 8. Okay lang. Mas maganda yung 10, I think. Okay? Believe me. Okay. Next, kung nakikita nyo itong black na circle sa taas ng layers, you see it, guys? Okay, pakita ko lang. Ayun, yung block na yon, nakikita nyo ba? Yung block na circle. Yan po ay para sa ito po ay color wheel, no? Dito po tayo kukuha ng kulay na gagamitin natin kung aabot pa tayo makapagkulay. Pero I will do my best na makaabot tayo sa coloring, no? Coloring part kasi mas maganda 'yon. Okay? So, another trivia, yung mandala drawing or mandala ay ano po siya ha? Nakakapagpalabas po siya ng stress nyo or stress reliever po siya. Okay? Kapag ginagawa nyo po ito. Okay? So, syempre po, kung gusto nyo pang mas malower yung stress nyo, no? Try to play some music. Na mas maganda yan. So, I can't play kasi I'm using my cell phone. I'm using the laptop and I'm using this. I can't play. So kung makapag-play kayo within sa mga gadget nyo na ibang gadget nyo, much better, no? Para ano kayo. Matanggal yung stress nyo. Okay. So to all kids, ayan. So watch and learn, guys. Ayan. So start na tayo. So ang mandala mostly ang mga ano niya, mga patterns nito ay mga petals. Mga petals. Kaya yun yung ginawa ko. It's more on floral, no? Pero since nag-evolve na siya, naging modern na siya, naging iba't ibang pattern of lines ang ginagawa na nung mga mandala artists. Okay? So, let's dive in. Let's start. Okay? So, paano siya pinofocus, teacher? Use your 2 fingers para ma-focus mo yung ginagawa mo. Kasi kung maliit yung start natin, kailangan mo siya i-focus. Ayan. Ganun lang siya ha, guys. Ha? So, basta wag nyo nang gagalawin tong nakikita nyong rotate arrow na yan. Wag nyo nang gagalawin yan. Wait lang. Alasin ko lang siya para hindi ko siya, lalayo ko siya. Yan. Para hindi ko siya magalaw. Kasi once na magalaw nga siya, sabi ko sa inyo, critical yan. Okay? So, mahirap na mag-iiba yung ano natin. Mag-iiba yung patterns. Mag-iiba yung patterns na. Yung adjustment natin, yung lines natin, mag-iiba yung position. So, let's start. So, lagi tayo mag-i-start sa pinakagitna niya. Okay? So, let's see. Lagay ko dito. Para may kapyaan si teacher. So, importante, meron kayong kopyahan o makakopya para maiwasan din na yung magkamali kayo or mapansin nyo na meron kayong mali dun sa ginagawa nyo. No? Ay, meron akong hindi nakopya. So, yun, doon mo siya i-adjust. Okay? Okay. Now, let's start. So, ayusin ko muna yung size. Masyado siyang malaki. Ayan, masyado malaki yung size. Gawin natin 2. Ayan, 2. So, ang kagandahan dito, sa isang section ka lang mag-drawing, all of the section makakapag-drawing din or lalabas yung lines. Okay, I'll show you. Okay. Nagalaw ko siya. Hold on. Okay, kapag nagalaw niyo siya, kailangan na lang siyang ibalik. Ayan. Ayusin natin. Make sure lang na walang butas, ha, guys. Kids, walang butas. Kailangan yan ay connected. So, kung napapansin nyo, inaayos ko yung lines ko para wala siyang butas. Okay. That is the first. Okay, let's see. Ayan, wala naman siyang butas, no? Para ma-check nyo siya, unclick nyo lang yung symmetry and then put it back again para makita nyo kung may butas siya. Unclick nyo lang siya. Yan yung first pattern. Next pattern is this. Try to make it closer. Ayan, iwasan lang na lumagpas. Ayan, make sure na magdidikit-dikit siya. Okay, that's the second pattern. Okay, yan yung hold on. Erase lang natin to. May part na, ayan. Okay. Second pattern. Okay. Next pattern. Dito sa design na ginawa ko, na-prepare ko, I'll make sure na lahat ito ay petals, no? Or some kind of floral siya. Para maganda siya tignan later on. Okay. Ayan. So kapag mayroon kayong mga overlap lines, pwede naman siyang erase, no? Huwag kayong mahiya mag-erase. It's okay. So ito yung eraser. Ayan, sobrang laki. Bawasan natin yung size. Ayan. Meron akong overlap line. So, okay lang yon. Erase lang natin siya. So, pwede nyo pa rin gamitin yung symmetry kapag magbubura kayo para kung ano yung binura nyo sa left side, mabubura din yon sa iba. Sa lahat ng parts. Di ba? Ang galing. Mabilis magbura. Okay, mabilis magbura. Ayan o. Kapag binura ko to sa isang part na to, sa the rest, mabubura na rin. Okay, so dugtungan natin tong part na to. Yan, para walang butas. Okay? Diba? Okay. Sige. Okay. 10 seconds. Ayan, para makasunod kayo. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, ayun yung third pattern na. Meron pa siya. Dagdagan natin dito sa loob. Let's add here. Okay, ayan. Yan yung third pattern. Okay, next pattern. Between this section. One, 2, 3. Make sure na connected pa rin yung lines, ha? Ayan, no, wala siyang butas, no? Okay lang lumagpas basta wala siyang butas. Erase na lang natin kapag may overlap. Okay? Okay, hold on, hold on. Ito pala yung next line. Ang next line ay it should be a bit curved. Ganun dapat. Okay, yan. So, adjust lang natin. Ayan. Para makadrawing kayo ng mas madali o mas mabilis in your comfortable way, kailangan nyo siyang i-zoom in. Okay, i-zoom in nyo siya. Zoom in nyo siya. Use your 2 fingers. Okay. Okay, meron pang last line. Ito yung sa pinakataas niya. Ayan. Okay, ayusin natin. Walang butas. Let's make sure na walang butas lahat. All lines are connected. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4th pattern natin yan. Okay, mukha na ba siyang mandala? Okay. So, tignan nyo lang siya sa malayo, no? I-zoom out nyo lang siya. Yan, para mas ma-appreciate nyo siya. Okay? So, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, yan na. Yan yung 4th, no? Pang 5th na tayo. Gawa tayo ng ibang pattern ng lines na mag-emphasize dito sa mga petals na to. Etong pattern ng lines na nagawa ko ay I think makakapagpa-emphasize. Kasi ano siya, naka-opposite yung line na to sa curve. Sa curve nito, naka-opposite siya. Kung ito naka-concave, ang next line ay naka-convex. Yung kabaliktaran, parang U, convex line. Okay, let's start. Ganito siya. Medyo lakihan ko lang. Okay, 1. Gagawin natin ganito, 4. 2. Okay lang mag-overlap ha. We can erase it later on. 3. Please mind the distance ha. Huwag masyadong malayo. Huwag naman masyadong malapit. Okay? And also, make sure na dikit-dikit lahat ng lines. Or wala siyang butas. Ayan. May overlap ako. Ayan, pansin nyo naman. Pero I will erase it later on. So, ang next, ito na. Okay. Okay. So, yan na yung last. Okay, hold on. Let's make it a bit thicker. There. There you have it. There. Zoom out para mas ma-appreciate. Okay? So, for convex lines, yan, convex line yan. Okay? Nag-form siya ng ganun. Okay? Sa ibang way ko lang siya pinaraan para mas ma-emphasize yung nasa gitna na mga petals na naka-concave. Okay? Sige, I hope naka-follow. Shout out sa 9 million viewers. Thank you so much for watching, for staying. And if you have any question, just drop it in our comment section here sa sa live natin. Okay? Sige. Next, gagawa na tayo ng it's diamond. And medyo delay ang aking video. Okay, diamond, there's a diamond here. There's a diamond here. Ayan. Lalagyan natin yung diamond dito. This is just my own design, ha? Own design ko to, no? So, I hope you appreciate this design. Ayan. Okay, pwede natin siyang dagdagan. Actually, walang another lines inside the diamond sa design ko. Pero pwede pa natin siyang dagdagan. Okay. There you have it. Okay. Diba? Okay, make sure lang talaga wala siyang butas ha, guys. Kids. Okay? Ayan. So, dagdag design ko yan. Next. Ayan, medyo zoom out niyo siya. Zoom out. Okay, para mas ma-appreciate nyo yung mandala. Okay, patapos na tayo. Sa drawing, sa lining, sa mga lining na to, line art. No? Next, meron ditong, ang tawag ko dito is drop. Okay? Drop pattern or droplets. So, ang gagawin ko, i-rotate ko na to. Try ko i-rotate kasi kailangan natin ma-drawing. Kailangan nating, okay, wait lang. Para hindi ako magkamali. I add another layer here. Para kahit magkamali ako, okay lang. Okay, example, I will draw dito. Mag-drawing ako dito. Yan, ng drop pattern. Okay? Dito sa part na to. Okay, then sa part na yan. So, mas maganda i-rotate ko siya para sa isang section lang siya. Okay, so ganito ang gagawin ko. Yun, kailangan tumama. Ayan. Diba? Para sa loob lang siya ng isang section may drawing. Okay, so ngayon, let's draw. Same layer tayo, guys, ha? Same layer. Hindi pa tayo nag-change ng layer. Nakita nyo, nag-change layer lang ako kasi para hindi ako magkamali. So, or para kapag nagkamali ako, I can erase it easily. Okay, I can delete it or clear it. Okay, so now, na-rotate na natin siya. Let's add a drop. Ayan. Okay? Wait lang. Parang hindi siya proportion. So, dito tayo gumawa. Try natin dito gumawa. Pwede kayong gumawa any of the part or any of the section. So, medyo maliit lang pala dapat. Okay? Hold on. Okay, so ayusin lang natin, no? Medyo i-proportion natin siya, yung pagka-drop niya. Ayan, kapag nagkamali, pag mayang gumamit ng eraser kasi we're not perfect and there's no perfect, okay? So, try natin. Nope. Ayan, medyo maayos yan. Okay, add natin ng lines. Tapos, ayusin natin. Okay, delete or erase. So, medyo malaki. Ayan. Okay, ganun mag-edit ha, or pag lumagpas, or para ayusin yung lines, kailangan nyo lang gumamit ng erase. Okay, may mga sobra. Ayan. Ayan, medyo maayos yan, yung drop na yan. Siyempre, dagdagan pa natin sa loob. Unahin natin yung circle. Or, circle. Circle, please. Ayun, di ba? Using the predictive stroke. It's easy. Ayan. Okay. So, another pattern. Okay, nasa stroke yan. Okay, closer. Okay, ayusin natin yung pagkaka-curve niya. Ayan, tingin ko better. Okay, may overlap. Erase. There you have it. Okay. So here is our outline or our line art for this mandala drawing. Ayan. Nakaano rin tayo. Sakto lang. Sakto lang. Bakit? Kasi it's easy to color here. Sobrang easy magkulay dito. Okay? So ngayon, like what? Okay? Na-drawing ko siya doon sa second layer. Why is it? Okay. So since na-drawing siya sa second layer, ang gagawin nyo kapag nagkaroon kayo ng ganitong case na na-drawing siya sa ibang layer, pwede nyo siyang i-merge. Okay? Pwede nyo gamitin yung merge. Okay, meron ditong copy, cut, duplicate, clear, merge, merge all, delete, lock layer, HSL adjustment, and color balance. Okay, yung merge ang gagamitin natin. Okay, ano pinagkaiba teacher ng merge tsaka merge all? Okay, ganito yon. Explain ko sa inyo. Ang merge all, lahat ng layers ay magiging isa na lang. Magme-merge siya sa iisang layer. Okay? Pero ang merge ay dalawang layer lang ang pwede niyang i-merge or pagsamahin. Okay? Yun ang pinagkaiba niya, ha? Okay? Tandaan, ang pinagkaiba, merge all, halos or all. All ng layers, halimbawa, 30 layers ka na, nag-drawing. Pag click mo ang merge all, lahat yun ay mapupunta sa isang layer na lang. Okay? Remember that. Yung merge lang, kung ano yung nasa ilalim niya, example, ito yung nasa ilalim. Okay? Ang gagawin mo, mag-start ka dito sa taas niya. Okay? Sa taas na layer niya. Yung dalawang layer na i-merge mo, ha? So, dalawang layer lang kasi yung pwedeng i-merge. Sa merge. Sa merge, ha? Dalawa lang siya. So, example, ganito. I'll show you na. I am here in the second layer and then just click the merge. There. This is it. It was merged already in one layer. Okay? Okay. So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin, let's add another layer kasi maglalagay tayo ng color palette. Gagawa tayo ng color palette natin. So, try natin gamitin ang primary and secondary colors. Okay? So, gamitin pa rin natin tong inking pen. Lakayan lang natin ng size. Okay, as you see, nasa ano ako. Or pwede nyo gamitin tong, gagamitin ko lang tong airbrush or airbrush na to para airbrush tuloy. Wait lang. Ito na lang. Saan man malaki dito? Sige, ito na nga lang, inking pen. Lakayan ko na lang siya. So, gamit tayo ng okay, red. So, nag-add ako ng layer. How to add layer, guys? Nakita nyo tong plus sign sa taas ng layer. Okay, click nyo lang yan and then you can automatically add one layer. Okay, ngayon, lalagay ko siya sa lower layer ng ating line art. Baba natin siya dito. Bakit? Kasi matatabunan yung ano natin, yung kulay. Yung kulay, yung line art natin. So, maglalagay lang tayo ng color palette. Importante na mayroon kayong naka-ready na color palette para ikakopy nyo na lang siya. It's easy. Okay? So, nandito ako iniwalay ko siya na layer para hindi matabunan or magkaroon ng damage yung ano natin, yung line art natin. No? Ayaw natin magkaroon na masira yon or masira yung ating line art. So, kaya, I suggest mag-add kayo ng another layer para dito sa color palette. So, ayan, masyado malaki naman, Teacher Kelvin. Oh my. Ayan lang, red. You got red. Let's go to the color wheel, yellow. Ayan, lagay natin. Then let's go to the blue. Yan, blue. Okay, para malaman nyo na eksakto at tama yung kulay nyo, Etong circle na to, namumove yan, guys. Kids, namumove yan. Para sa tamang kulay ng blue, put it here. Okay? Put it here in the right side. Kung gray, left side. Kung white, nasa taas. Kung black, sa baba. Sa pinakadulo ng diamond, yun ang pinaka-exact kulay niya. Okay? So next is, let's go to green. Yellow, green, or green, pwede. Ayan. Yellow, green, or green, pwede yan. Sige. Green na nga lang. Lagyan sa gitna. Kasi wala siyang eksaktong green dito. So, hanapin natin siya dito sa gitna. Ayan, pwede na yan. Okay? So, ayan yung green. Orange. Ayan, kasi may orange siya dito. O, punta ka lang sa right side. Okay, siyempre, purple. Ayan. Alright. Okay? Meron na tayong primary and secondary colors. Okay, ngayon, open nyo ulit, guys, kids, ang ating symmetry. Bakit, teacher? Kasi mas madaling kulayan ito using the symmetry again. Okay? So, ngayon, gagamitin natin sa pangkulay itong filling bucket. Ngayon, ang pinagkaiba, yung filling bucket, hindi natin siya magagamit kapag naka-open yung symmetry. Pero mabilis naman siya magkulay. Hindi rin natin magagamit yung symmetry kapag naka-open yung filling bucket. Okay? So, imamano-mano na lang natin. Let's try to do it like this. So, follow nyo lang si teacher. Ngayon, para makuha nyo yung filling bucket, yung ano nyo, yung color palette nyo, meron tayo tinatawag dito sa color wheel na color picker. Nakikita niyo ba itong parang droplet sa rectangular violet color violet na yan? Ito yon. Ayan. Nakikita niyo ba itong ano na to? Cursor na to? Ayan. Ito yung color picker. Pag click niyo yon, lalabas ang ganitong yung ano na yon, yung cursor na yon, lalabas yon. Tapos punta lang kayo doon sa kulay na gusto niyo gamitin. Itapat niyo lang siya doon. Example, I will use yellow. Ayan. For the first petal here. Gamitin nyo lang yon. At yun, meron na, malalaman nyo na color yellow na yung ginagamit nyo kasi nag-change na yung kulay doon sa color wheel o yung circle na yun na nasa taas ng ating layer. Okay? So, let's do it like this. So, para maging mabilis ang pagkulay natin, first pattern, isang kulay lang. Second pattern, isang kulay. Pero, I suggest kung gusto niyo talaga mag-experiment para mas maging colorful siya, pwede siyang alternate. Pwede nyo gawin yun. So, but for today, let's make it a simple one. Okay, like this. Punta tayo sa, siyempre, bago kayo filling bucket, bago nyo gamitin yon, filling bucket, kailangan nandun kayo sa layer kung saan tayo magkukulay. Kung napansin nyo kanina, nagkamali ako. Ayan. Wait lang. Nagkamali ako doon. Nakulayan ko yung whole kasi nasa maling layer ako. Yan. Ganyan na nangyari kanina. Okay? Nasa maling layer kasi ako. So, isa yun sa, hindi ko yun sinasadya, pero nagkamali talaga. Pero okay lang na magkamali. Para malaman nyo kung paano nyo siya aayusin o kung saan kayo nagkamali. Napunta. Nawala yung kulay natin. Hold on. Ano nawala? Purple. Tsaka orange. Tsaka yung purple, nawala siya. Napindot ko kasi yung undo tsaka redo. Okay, let's go back. Ayan. Color picker. Get the color red. Any color that you want, okay, for the first, first pattern natin. So, click the filling bucket. There. There. Kaya, I ask you na maging siya, maging close figure siya para mabilis siyang makulayan, tulad nito. Kasi kapag may butas yan, the other parts ay makukulayan or may mali na siya. Okay? Next color tayo. Color picker. Siguro I use yellow. Okay? Yan. So it's up to you what color you're going to use for the next pattern, ha? Okay, next I will use green. Where's the green? Hey. Let's use the green. Ayan. Okay, gagamitin natin yung green para ma-emphasize yung red and yellow natin sa gitna. Bakit po? Kasi po, ang tawag dito, warm color, yung green. Okay, warm color. Cool color yung yellow. Like Teacher Carol's discussed a while ago. No? Thank you so much, Teacher Carol. Next, para ma-emphasize natin yung green, pwede tayong gumamit ulit pwede tayong gumamit ng orange or purple. Okay? Or pwede rin naman red ulit. So, para ma-emphasize siya. Pwede yung purple. Ayan. Wait. Okay? There, it's easy, di ba? Okay? So, dito sa next pattern natin, pwede nyo experiment dito na iba't ibang kulay. Okay, let's try. Since naka-purple na yung kasunod niya, o yung previous natin na kulay, gawin nating orange muna, yung sunod. Okay, next is green. Patay ng green. Okay, next, gawin natin yellow para ma-emphasize yung green and then tsaka yung orange. There. See? Okay, anong masasabi nyo sa gawa nyo? Okay? So, importante na alam nyo yung warm and then cool colors. Tsaka complementary colors na maaari nyo magamit para ma-emphasize yung isa pang kulay. Okay, hindi naman na-discuss sa inyo ni Teacher Carol yung complementary colors. Pero complementary colors, ito yung kulay na opposite o yung two colors that is opposite to each other sa color wheel. Example lang to mabilis lang. Itong yellow. Ayan, nandito yung yellow, di ba? Ang opposite color niya dito ay purple. So, they are complementary color. Okay? So, kung gagamit kayo ng purple, example yung yung eggplant. Kay eggplant. Siyempre, siya, purple siya. I recommend yellow maging background or mas lighter. Okay? Let's continue. Next, pwede natin gawing purple ulit. Or pwede naman red. Hindi na nakita yung red. Ayan. Ayan, medyo bilisan natin ng konti. Okay, next. Orange. Pwede na ng orange. Di ba? Next, pwede ulit yellow. Pwedeng yellow yan. Oops. Oops. Ayun, napapansin nyo, nakukulayan ko rin yung line, no? Pwede nyo kasing i-fill bucket yung line. Okay, next. Gawin natin. Wait, ano maganda? Red, hindi pwedeng red. Okay, natin blue. Blue naman, blue. Oops. Okay? Next, gawin natin yellow ulit. There, isa na lang siya, di ba? Okay? So, ayan. Okay? Next, ito naman. Gusto ko gawin itong red. Ito yung drop. Red. Then, orange. Then, yellow. Okay, then, purple. Oops. There. Tapos, yung ganun lahat. Since madami siya. Okay, red. Okay, orange. Diba? It's easy to color. Diba? Using the filling bucket, make sure lang na walang butas. Okay, kasi ang mahirapan kayo mag-edit, no? Kapag may butas 'yan. Napakahirap. Hindi naman siya mahirap, pero matatagalan kayo makatapos ng isang artwork kung palaging may butas yung ginagawa nyo. 'Di ba? 'Di ba, guys? Kingit lang. 'Di ba, kids? 'Di ba? Tagal yun, hindi ka makatapos ng artwork mo. So, I suggest, make sure na double check na walang butas or lines. Okay? All lines are connected to each other. So, tapusin na natin. Okay? So, purple, gawin natin itong purple sa gitna. Yellow. Tapos green. Green. Hold on. Green, where are you? Yan. Green. So, siguro gawin natin blue. Yan yung kulay niya, ha? So, blue. Gawin natin lahat. 1, 2, dami. 3. Ayan. Kasi pwede nyo yung filling bucket din yung lines, no? Yung outline. Pwede nyo siyang i-filling bucket. Okay, after my presentation, after my class, meron kaming simple video presentation for you guys. Okay? So next. Last na ito. Purple. Okay, purple. Lahat ng shoutout sa lahat ng nanonood, guys. 6 million viewers. Thank you so much for staying. Okay. Okay, tapos green. Green. Okay, medyo. Oops. Di ba? Oops. Nasaan ako? Nawala. Napunta pala ako sa ibang layer. Okay, we're finished. There, you have it. Okay? There. So, para maalis natin yung, or para mawala yung color palette natin, pwede natin siyang i-hide. Kung napapansin nyo, meron ditong nakalagay na, or meron ditong shortcut na parang mata dito sa layer. Click nyo lang yan para ma-hide. There. See, it's gone. It was hide already. Ayan. Okay, so lagyan natin ng background para ma-emphasize yan. Ito yung background niya. Yung background layer na to, you cannot drag it up, drag it down. You cannot move it, sorry. You cannot move it kasi permanent siya sa baba. Okay? Unlike the other layers, pwede mo i-drag, pwede mo itaas, ibaba, pwede yun. Pero this layer, background layer, hindi na siya hindi na siya na-move. Okay? So ngayon, just click the layer here ng background. So hanap tayo ng magandang background para ma-emphasize yung ating object or ating mandala. Pwede natin gamitin ay dito. Green, pwede rin dito, no? Masyado maliwanag, not like that. Okay, medyo lighter blue natin. Yan, pastel blue. There you have it. Okay? Ayan, Teacher Carol. Thank you so much. Ayan, natapos po natin, no? Okay, saktong-sakto lang sa oras na binigay po sa akin. Thank you so much. Kung meron po kayong
Kelvin.
question.
Walang signature.
Ayan, ha?
Signature.
Ay, signature. Ay, by the way, I thank you so much, Teacher Kim, for reminding me. So, dito sa Autodesk, mabilis kayo makagawa ng signature. Pero, hindi siya as in signature. Pero, pwede kayo maglagay ng letters. It was here. Do you see the letter T here? Just click it. Okay, it will pop up like this. Write your name. I will write Teacher Kelvin. There. Ayan, di ba? Thank you so much, Teacher Kim. And then yung date. What's the date today? Nalito na ako. It's February. Ayan. Wala. Hold on. February 13 ba?
Of course, that's one day before Valentine's Day.
Oh, thank you for reminding us. It's Valentine's. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Happy or advance happy Valentine's to all of us. Okay, 2022, and it's done. If you are done, click done. You can change the font like this. You can change the color. I will make it red or darker blue here, and then okay, arrange it like this here, put it here. Lower left or lower right, it's fine as long as you have this there, and click done, and it's finished. Yeah. I hope you enjoy our class.
Teka lang,
Thank you so
mayroon pa
much.
daw atang question.
Ayan, may question.
Oo, may question daw. Ano daw ulit yung ginagamit mong app? Then they were trying to ask kung free din ba ito?
Free yung application. Ay,
Ano daw
okay,
yung
thank you so much.
Yung app?
Okay, thank you so much for that beautiful question, Teacher Carol. Okay. Ang ginagamit ni Teacher Kelvin para sa madaling drawing na tulad ng mandala ng ganito, I'm using Autodesk Sketchbook. Okay? Before it was free. Before it was free. Kasi nakapag-download na ako. It was downloaded 2 years ago. Itong ano na to, sketchbook na to dito sa tablet. And then I also downloaded it in my cell phone at sa iba kong tablet, no? Kaya free siya before. But for today, I think hindi na siya free. May bayad siya. Especially if you're using laptop, no? May bayad siya. Pero I don't know if kung ano siya, kung sa dumedepende siya sa gadget na ginagamit mo. Kasi yung iba free, yung iba hindi eh. So I don't know. Hopefully check it out in the Google Play Store. Doon niyo siya makikita ang kanyang logo ay pencil na kulay orange. Okay? Yun siya. So nakalagay Autodesk Sketchbook.
Ayan. So,
Okay.
sana narinig nung viewer natin na nag-ask kung ano yung...
Thank you so much. Magandang question na yan.
Thank you kay Teacher Kev. So, bago tayo mag-end, siguro a few parting words from the three of us. Then, we will play a video as part ng closing for today's live demo. So, ayan. So, let's start with Teacher Kim.
Teacher Kim muna.
Okay, first off, thank you for everyone was viewed our program. Thank you for. We hope that you all learned a lot from me, Teacher Carol, and Teacher Kelvin. Also remember that the to if, what do continue to do what you love to do, especially with art, and don't be afraid to challenge yourself to try new things in it. Okay,
Thank you so
so
much, Teacher Kim.
And thank you so much, Teacher Green. Then, sige, kay Teacher Kelvin tayo. I'll do the last.
Ay, ako muna. Kasi natuwa ako. I share the, ano, the, our live. Natuwa ako. One of my student, look. Ayan siya. Gumagawa siya while I'm doing. Ayan si Zach. That is Zach. Ayan, napaka-interested niya. Ang sabi ni Mami, ini-important niya teacher na mag-draw ng mandala. That's so nice, Ma'am. Ma'am Gloria, thank you so much po. Zach, keep doing that and I hope to see you again this summer. I will teach you. Okay? And then for the tips and mga masasabi ni Teacher Kelvin, for all my students and not for the future students, no, I suggest na you have to start in the basics. No? Basics will be your foundation. Kung napansin nyo, yung mandala, kala nyo mahirap siya? Actually, it start with line. Line and pattern. Line. One of the elements of arts na pinaka-importante. Di ba? Hindi kayo makaka-drawing without line. Actually, sinasabi ng ibang mga matatanda, hindi ako marunong mag-drawing. Sige nga, drawing mo nga tong straight line. Nagawa niya. Drawing mo nga tong curve line. Nagawa niya. O, di ba? Marunong mag-drawing. Natuwa naman siya. Oo nga, no? Sabi niya ganun. So, you have to start in the basic talaga. Okay? So, here in Young Artists, we teach just basic. No? Step by step para maging foundation nyo throughout ng paglaki nyo. Magagamit nyo siya. Okay? And then, thank you so much to all the viewers na nanood po today, especially parents and teachers. Teachers also, and then sa mga students ko na nanood. Thank you so much. Shoutout sa lahat ng co-authors namin ni Teacher Carol from Guhit Pinas. Thank you so much. Alam ko may nanood dyan. Thank you so much sa inyo.
Ayan.
Okay, Teacher Carol, take it away.
Yeah, thank you very much sa lahat ng viewers natin. So, again, we would like to thank yung buong Young Artist Studio team. So, also yung mga nagturo po from last week, sila Teacher Oliver, Teacher Jade, si Teacher Doddy, then si Miss Abby.
Miss Abby.
So, nag-opening na itong event natin. And for today, I'd like to thank Teacher Kim, Teacher Kelvin. Also, would like to thank myself. So,
Thank you yourself.
So, yun na, gusto din namin as closing part of this event, we will share you a video about art and healing. So, these are lahat ng mga comments namin dito or also opinions and naging mga experiences namin during this lockdown. So, hope everyone mapanood nyo itong aming handang simpleng video. So,
Okay, short video, guys. Let's enjoy.
so, see you at the art workshops, everyone.
bye.
2021 was the worst year of my life, where I experienced fear, worry, loneliness, and grief. It did not help that the pandemic also adds to the uncertainty of what's going to happen and when this will end. I resort to biking and riding to help me pause for a while and take a break from toxicity and the many problems that I've dealt with. It helps me to reset my mind and reorganize when I take a look at the different sceneries and observe people in different locations. You will see many facets of life. These facets we also see in artworks and creations that try to show the different phases of our society. Based on my personal experience, taking time to look around helps me to move forward knowing that I'm not alone. It gives me a sense of peace, an avenue to get out of head, to have hope that we all can make it, to have interest to help people in need to survive.
often lead me to paralysis and hinder me from doing anything productive. While in the midst of chaos happening around us now, it's part of my reality to face anxiety and depression. It is through art that I am able to manage these personal and internal issues, so I can face larger issues with balanced self. Art helps me overcome overthinking and handle negative emotions. When I look at my drawings and paintings over the past years, I realize that establishing a routine in creating art, reading about art, appreciating art, and overall consuming art allow me to cope. Art helps me to self-soothe, remains my companion during sleepless nights, comforts me during stressful times, and stays with me as I continue to try my best. I continue to press on and make the most out of my life, flipping pages, reading inspirational stories, drawing lines, mixing paints, and exercising my mind and hands to stay creative again and again. Art is my partner to keep going.
Hi there. For me, art is like a medicine that can ease the pain of loneliness, sadness, and sorrow. Every time you sit down to write a song or paint a picture, you're using a mental processes in a physically engaging activity that can relax and clear your mind. Even if you feel like you're not artistic or creative enough, art therapy is still a powerful healing tool. Just the instance of allowing pen and paper to meet while you let ideas and emotion flow itself very therapeutic. The greatest thing is you do not need to be a professional artist to enjoy the healing nature of art. Just allow yourself to make art and the rest will follow.
My art is my resolve. It helps me evolve, to be more trusting, to be more forgiving, to be stronger, to have courage to take the leap of faith, to believe in humanity, to continue to see the world grounded in love and exploration of life, regardless of circumstance and challenges.
For me, art, in a very practical sense, provides for my financial needs. Financial challenges is a major source of stress and other negative actions. I am grateful that I am able to pay for my responsibilities through art, with teaching art and creating art, like this. While I know it takes hard work and discipline to keep going, it is amazing that art is there to give me opportunities to be independent, responsible, resilient, and focused. Like a good friend, art got my back. The more you give to the art, the more it gives back to you.
As an introverted individual, it is always challenging for me to fully express my emotions and thoughts. When I am unable to express myself, I get stressed out and really sad. The COVID situation made it even harder to communicate and to manage stress and sadness, especially that there is no opportunity to physically go around and take a break from the stress of everyday life. For me, who has experienced self-isolation, not only for restriction but also from contracting COVID, art is a big part of a healing factor. It enables me to express myself and share my thoughts beyond words through what I draw and paint. For me, whether it is painting a fantastical maiden or illustrating a story from my quirky brain, the fact that I let out all of my emotions, thoughts, and message through the use of a pen and brush, through colors and tones, through illustrations and paintings, art is always present to give me that space to heal.
Drawing has been my primary method to check in with myself. It is also my immediate response when situations are challenging to handle. It is through art practice that I keep my balance and remain hopeful. During worst times, art is my refuge. My wish is for people to also discover their balance and refuge through art.
Personally, art has been my constant companion in the many phases of trials, growth, and becoming. It helps me maximize my potential, encourages me to think critically, and it stabilizes me to function at my best. More importantly, art has been a constant companion in happy times and not so happy times. Once you welcome art in your life, I guarantee you, it will prove itself as a constant no matter what. We hope that we all find ways to be still,
To hope, to cope, to keep going, to keep keeping.
Well, we cannot wait to see an end to this pandemic and the many other trials that we are all facing. We have hearts.
We have each other. We have our community to stay strong and courageous.
May you find ways to create, to express, to stay calm, to relax, to meditate.
To find your balance through colors, lines, shapes, and the many forms to discover life through observing, experiencing, and imagining how life can be better for all of us.
We at Young Artist Studio will continue to share art to you in this collective path to healing.
art remains to be our common ground and instrument towards recovery.
See you at
See
the
you at the
workshop.
workshop.